Hi, this is Pranchal, Application Engineer with National Instruments, India. This is a part of series of video presentations where we will be showcasing National Instruments' range of data acquisition products. This gives you the flexibility to choose a system that meets your exact requirements, from a small channel count USB system such as USB 9234 and channel vibration measurement to PXI based high channel count system featuring SCXI based signal conditioning such as SCXI 1102 and various other modular instruments. NI DAC's modular architecture allows you to integrate multiple types of sensors using different types of modules across multiple platforms. NI's products has been used for diverse applications for acquiring, analyzing and presenting data by various companies across industry segments such as Hindustan Aeronautics Limited in aerospace, TVS Motors and Tata Motors in automotive, Infineon Technologies in manufacturing, VB Tech for pharma industry and many more. You can find these implementations in detail on our website, that is ni.com/India under solutions. So let's see how simple it is to use NI DAC hardware using NI's driver and application development environment software, that is Lavie. So here is a setup which has been put across for today's demonstration, which we call as machine conditioning monitoring. So primarily machine conditioning monitoring is a very important application in any structural health monitoring applications in mechanical industries. This is basically an application where we do preventive and predictive measurement of any machine to find out where there can be a fault arising in future or to cut down the cost because of those faults which may arise over here. So in this particular application, what we have done is that we have a machine to replicate the actual machine environmental conditions of an industry, and we have our devices here to capture that vibration data real time. Machine conditioning monitoring applications has been being used in the industry from past, starting from structural health monitoring in the case of Beijing Olympics to probably a simple rotor or a fan application in our regular household products. So in this particular setup, apart from this machine which is replicating the industry environmental conditions, I have a sensor or a transducer. This transducer is capable of capturing the real-time vibration data and sending it to the computer. The computer is used for any kind of analysis on the real-time vibration data. Now, this particular sensor cannot directly give the data to my computer. It has to go through an interface device or a device in between which can take care of capturing this data and transmitting it real time to my computer. So that device in our case is this hardware called a compact DAC chassis. So this is a 9172 compact DAC chassis where I have this module, a 9234 module, which captures the data from the accelerometer to this device, which in turn goes to this chassis, which connects to the USB port of the computer and pass the data. So I'll plug this module back into this hardware. Now I'm ready with my setup at the hardware side to acquire the data. On the software side, I have this software called Lavie. You can see on the screen where I made a small program to do some kind of measurements and analysis on my data. So this, right now the program is not running. So the first shows you the speed profile. The second is the order spectrum. The third is the order tracking. And the fourth is the vibration itself. So now what I am going to do shortly is that I am going to run this machine and show you the real data in all these four things. That is the speed profile, the order spectrum, the order tracking and the vibration. So I'll be switching on the machine now. So you just saw how easily, with the help of this interfacing device in between, that is my compact DAC chassis, and a small program on my application development environment, that is LabVIEW, I was able to capture the real world data and do the machine conditioning monitoring. Now, in the real environmental industry flows, it is very difficult for you to have wired connectivity of the data. The reason being, the environmental conditions present at a shop floor or a machine floor are not favorable for having a wired connectivity. It is very difficult for me to have a laptop just sitting next to my machine and capturing the real world data. So, it is a requirement, a very mandatory requirement in the industry to send this data wirelessly to the computer. Now, you must be wondering how the data can be wirelessly sent to the computer. It is done very simply with the help of another device, that is this white device called a WLS9234. So this is basically a carrier, a wireless carrier, which will transmit the data wirelessly from my machine to my computer. All I have to do is plug out this module from the CDAC chassis and put it in the wireless carrier. I am done with the hardware arrangement of sending the data wirelessly. On the software side, I have to just do a small change in my program, telling my program that now I am not sending the data to you through the CDAC chassis, but actually through a wireless device. So, I'll go on the software, and this is basically the place where you can see acceleration 0, 1, 2 and 3, where the first 3 stands for the acceleration data and the last one for the tachometer. I'll remove these and I'll tell my program that now I'm not acquiring it through the CDAC chassis, but actually through this device, the one which reads as WLS. It's basically the wireless device. I'll select all the 4 channels, click OK, and finish my program. So just with a couple of changes at the hardware side and a small change on the software side, just telling my computer that the device is being changed, I am ready to have a program to wirelessly acquire from a WLS92. Now after doing the necessary changes, I'll switch on the machine and we'll take you across how the wirelessly data is being acquired and shown on the screen. So I'll switch on the machine. So we saw that how easily, just with small changes, we can have the whole setup to acquire the data wirelessly. So today we spoke about data acquisition. The entire data acquisition system that we showed to you incorporates signals, sensors, actuators, signal conditioning, data acquisition devices and applications software. I hope that demonstration we showed to you gave you a glimpse of what National Instrument does. For the past 33 years, we have been working towards ensuring that we cater to every industry and every application. And today, with our data acquisition products, we are doing just that. With data acquisition, you can acquire everything, no constraints. Thank you.